Hi, welcome to Real Life Travel. Today we're going to show you how all of our tips and tricks for packing for Disney World, one of the happiest places on earth. We're going to show you different styles from packing like I do, and then packing minimalistically like my husband does. So Steven, do you want to start off in showing how we can minimalistically pack for a 7-day trip to Disney?
Sure. So, the way I learned how to pack, I learned to travel and pack for going to Europe as a child. I would do 7 days, 10 days in Europe with my family and was told to only have a carry-on. So, I learned how to pack so many things into one bag that it would astound anyone how much you can get into one bag for a carry-on. So, my favorite bag and the first bag that I was given as a child was actually a backpack. It would be this exact backpack right here that I still use to this day. Has 3 compartments in it, has a way to store the straps in the back, and also have them out. I always keep them out just because I always have this one on my back. And I'll show you a couple other bags that I use nowadays along with this, carrying a family.
But first, let's compare his bag to what I usually pack in. Now let's also keep in mind that I'm packing for myself plus our 2 children. So, let's bring out the big bag.
So, what she's really referring to is the one check bag that we now take nowadays because we have a family of 4 with little children who are now growing into having their own bags. So, that would be this big one right over here.
I actually just brought this one back from a Disney trip. I actually went on it alone for the first time, but I needed it. It was a bachelorette trip.
I don't know why she needs a bag this big nowadays if she's not traveling with the kids. So as you can see, this is the large style. It is a London Fog brand suitcase. Actually, it has a lot of versatile use to it, but I don't like it. But it's great for bringing back souvenirs and packing for a family with small kids.
Now let's talk about some of the essentials that you're definitely going to need in Disney, whether you pack it in your checked bag or you pack it in your carry-on. Now we do also have a couple of carry-on bags on the side. We'll explain those in a little bit later. So our first thing that you must always bring to Disney is a battery pack, because you use your phone for virtually everything. Right now, fast passes aren't a thing, but when they were, you were on your phone all the time you're in the park trying to get those fast passes to get on those major attractions. We also started adopting bringing a secondary battery pack as well, just to be on the safe side, to running 2 phones at the same time.
So what she was holding right here is actually my favorite. I actually found this on Amazon, and we'll put a link down in the description. This one actually comes with a quick charge port and also an iSmart port, and also a Type-C port. And then it has a regular micro USB for the charging port. It also comes with a button on it to show you that how much charge it has left out of 4 dots. This is my favorite battery pack. It does have a little bit of heft to it, but for getting your phone, if you have one of the more up-to-date phones, if your phone's not too old, it will typically charge in about to 80% to 100% within about an hour and 15, hour and 30. Using the quick charge port. Using the standard iSmart port may take about 2 hours, but you'll typically on a quick charge, you can get about 2.5 charges on a phone to 100%. It's my favorite. I actually found a case when I bought this charge pack that you can actually store it in. Has a strap here for the battery pack itself, and then it has a couple compartments to be able to shove your cords, and also the quick charging plug that goes into the wall that also has 2 ports in it, so you can charge not only the battery pack and your phone at night after doing a full day in the park in Magic Kingdom or Epcot, when you're constantly scrolling through getting fast passes if they come back. You can actually charge your phone back to full health in night and get the charge port done.
Well, while we're on the subject of plugs, let's go to my favorite one that I actually use at home, and then I grab it for our trips. So this is a surge protector plug. It also has 2 USB ports on the top, plus multiple plugs right here at the bottom. It is a Belkin brand. I think I got it off of Amazon. I can't quite remember. I've actually been using this for years. So I can charge I have a smartwatch I usually wear, plus my phone, plus, the kids' devices and all that fun stuff. So this is one of my favorite things because it's small and compact and can fit even though I shove a ton of shoes in my bag.
So yeah, if we find that that is still on Amazon, we'll put the link below for you as well. All of these, as you can see, they're very small. They'll fit in your bag very nicely. The other essential thing to also carry in your bags, before we get into showing you how my bag works, that way I pack it, the other essential electronic to always have in any state, whether it's at Disney, if you're going on a cruise, if you're just staying in a hotel for a night, get a Fire Stick. There is no way that you're watching cable nowadays. You got to stream in the hotels. Not every hotel has a smart TV. Pack a Fire Stick in your bag. Does not take up that much space, and you don't even have to have an adapter to go into the electrical socket. Just get the plug and plug it straight into the USB in every TV that is out there today.
Yes.
And every hotel has that type of TV where you can just plug it in, get the power straight from the TV.
Yes, we highly recommend it, especially if you're like us who have to watch TV to fall asleep at night. We'll sit there and we'll watch like Big Bang Theory and stuff you can't get on regular cable in any hotel room.
Or just satisfy the kids watching Bibbidi.
Yeah. It's Blippi.
Blippi, okay.
Another really important essential thing you definitely want to do in Disney, 2 things. It is humid, it is hot, it is a lot of walking. So first thing, especially for ladies, especially for me, because I actually have naturally curly frizzy hair, is this portable hairbrush I got in one of my kits. I will definitely try to find the link for you, but it is a godsend. Literally, it stores just like this. It even has a little mirror in it, and it fits right in your carry-on, so you can get that quick fix before you take those nice little selfies in front of the castle. And then most essential thing you will ever need in your entire life at Disney.
I don't care what you say. This is the most important thing. Go get reusable water bottles.
I got this at Target. It's a Camelback. It is my trusted, most useful water bottle. I use it every day, actually. It is insulated, and it is quick, and it also has the magnetic lid that you can just screw right on and screw right off. It's refillable. It keeps it cold, and it is great for the parks because it's not that big and bulky.
Go get you a carabiner, attach it to the end of a water bottle that is reusable, and just clip it right onto your strap of your backpack as you're walking around Disney. You will want a backpack in Disney. Have your water bottle clipped to it, because not a lot of water bottles will fit into any backpack on the side that have these sides meant for them. But here's the other tip. Whenever you're staying at Disney or any park that you're going to go to during the summer, always freeze water bottles and put those in your backpack. Slide a frozen one right in the side to start defrosting. Clip a bottle of cold water to the side of your backpack and stay hydrated.
Yes, and also another pro tip, leave a couple of extras in your freezer at the hotel room. I swear, when your feet hurt, because they will hurt, there is no way around it, you literally put them both under your feet and roll at nighttime. It'll help so much the next day when you get up in the morning and go to those parks. Now, the next thing that we really do have to hit on is bringing extra shoes.
Yes.
Do not rely on one pair of sneakers.
I don't care if you're visiting a water park or if you're just going through Magic Kingdom and you get on Splash Mountain. Those shoes are going to get wet the next day. They're still going to be wet. Have a second pair of tennis shoes already ready to go that are dry, and then leave the others to dry out for the rest of the day.
And also, switching between shoes does help with your foot pain, leg pain, and knee pain. I would know. I've had knee surgery and ankle surgery, so therefore, switching shoes does help, and especially switching out of your sneakers when you get back to your resort into some flip-flops to help you kind of let your feet get some air and relax and enjoy the last remaining moments of your night.
Here's one question from a person who's never really been to Disney. water bottles into the parks, can you bring snacks in your backpack? Is that allowed?
Absolutely. So they have started allowing you to bring in any type of snack you would like. They do highly discourage you bringing anything that needs to be refrigerated. We mostly pack Cheez-Its, Goldfish, crackers, that kind of stuff that can help tide you over between meals, so you're not spending so much money in the park on snacks. But they do allow you to bring in anything food-wise into the parks as long as it's non-alcoholic.
Are these things able to go through security in an easy manner, especially with the water bottles that are the metal insulated cooler bottles?
Yes. Every time we've gone through security, they've never even looked at our water bottles. I always say that you should have your regular water bottles that are unopened, but with your refillable water bottles, they've never even questioned any of that.
How easy is it to refill your water bottles? I mean, do you have to do it from a water fountain, or are there stations, or do you have to go to a restaurant?
So you can do it a couple different ways. They have just started installing all of the like the fill stations that are water fountains now that is filtered. Every restaurant will give you a cup of ice water regardless, and that is free of charge. On really hot days, they'll let them sit out. They'll have pitchers and stuff for you to just refill your water bottles. However, personally, I don't like the Florida tap water. I personally think it tastes like chlorine, so I always try to make sure I pack a ton of extra water even if I don't need it. And my favorite tip is what I just used when I just went to Disney. I had a hiking backpack and it had a waterproof case in the back. I stuffed a few frozen water bottles in there, and it was helpful to keep myself cool and because it was right against my back.
And that's where I get into when we go back to the type of bags that I like to carry. I have 3 bags. I have the one that I showed you earlier in the video. I have the one that I've just been showing you. But then my new favorite is that I found an Oakley bag, where it is pretty much just a clear, just plain plastic in the bottom. I can shove water bottles down in the bottom of it, and that will help keep everything cool, along with any snacks like an apple if I decide to throw in there, so I can keep that energy and stay healthy rather than just eating crackers throughout the day, because I know the rest of the time I'm eating unhealthy because it's Disney, unless I'm going to a nice restaurant. But just shove the bottles of waters in there. You have the one guy that doesn't mind carrying the bag most of the day, and it gets lighter throughout the day. I'm usually the camelback of the family, but it's not that bad, seriously. But there's multiple versatile bags. I also have another bag that we like to carry. It is my Under Armour bag from Hilton, where it has a second bottom to it where I just throw about 3 bottles of water in there for that day. And it has a separate zipper pack that's separate from the rest of it if I don't want any moisture getting to whatever I'm carrying for the day.
Yes, so the next thing that I definitely want to recommend, whether you have kids or not, is the flushable wipes. We have a 5-year-old that's still kind of potty training at the moment. These have been a godsend. Because yes, you're not supposed to flush any wipes, but these are a little bit more safe than regular baby wipes, and you don't have to deal with them smelling in the garbage can in your hotel room or all that jazz. But these are my favorite so far. Also, it helps if you find a stall and you've run out of toilet paper, and yes, that does happen a lot, ladies. Not that Disney's not fantastic about it. They are just sometimes like you are just darting into a stall without even looking, and then you don't have any toilet paper. That is definitely a problem. But that's where the wipes come in, and they are fantastic. The next thing I really do want to say that you can never, ever, 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 ever forget are your sunglasses. Now, mine are prescription, so they come with me everywhere. That's why they're in a really pretty case. But there's been a report about 240 sunglasses are lost in each park every single day. So don't forget them. Pack backup pairs just in case. Because trust me, that Florida sun is not kind. So that is most of our tips and tricks for you for packing for Disney. And of course, you can never forget your ears. But we also, if you guys have any other questions or any other enter the comments below, subscribe, hit that bell notification for any other upcoming videos we might have. And also, very happy thank you to my husband for enduring this trip with me.
Thanks, guys.